Word RX. The word is medicine.
Mercy, that's from the Hebrew chesed, is actually loving kindness. It's better translated loving kindness. And loving kindness was the Old Testament description of grace. What you have in the New Testament as grace. Okay? Grace. When we talk about the unmerited favor of God. Over in the Old Testament, the expression was loving kindness. And loving kindness was a manifestation of the covenant kindness. He often would show that loving kindness through a covenant. And that's why this chesed, this loving kindness, was often described. Now let me go to the New Living Translation as an example. You see, he called it unfailing love. Why was it unfailing? Because it was covenant based. It was called covenant kindness. His loving kindness was covenant kindness. It had to be based on a covenant so that the subject would know it was unfailing. He could trust it. He could trust it that this would never fail. When God showed him this loving kindness that was based on covenant, he knew it was covenant kindness. It was never going to fail. It was based on God's unbreakable covenant. That's why it's called the unfailing love. Unfailing love. All right, so you go back to the King James translation there. It says, mercy and truth are met together. Wow. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other. Isn't that wonderful? Remember the first verse we read in Romans chapter 5, verse 1, therefore being declared righteous by faith, we have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ. So in us, this verse is fulfilled. God's grace and truth. In fact, a few translations also translate that word mercy as grace because that's what it's supposed to be. But you don't really find that expression in the Old Testament. So instead, it'll be more expressed as I just explained to you. Loving kindness. So in us, grace and truth are met together. Blessed be God.
To watch and get other related messages from Pastor Chris, kindly explore the Pastor Chris Digital Library, available on the LoveWorld App Store.